I did a little quick demo a while back on a ESP LTD TL6 and just played a little simple, I think it was a bit of a Lionel Richie song, but just did a little short piece of it and sang with it. And I think it got a good reaction from some people because it was a chance to see that guitar in a use that might be more relevant to more of us. I think when you go to, I don't know if you go to Andrew White site, who made this, they've got these amazing players playing these guitars, and they sound incredible. And these guys are just blow me away. They're so good. But it does leave you wondering, wow, what would that sound like in the hands of a more average player, kind of like me? So I thought I'd do a little series of reviews and demos showing what a more average player would do with these things. So it's kind of more realistic for a lot of us. I'm going to keep it short and probably do just play a couple of things and show you some nice close-up shots of some of the details, because particularly in the case of this guitar, the details are incredible. I mean, this thing is so well made. Andrew White made these amazing designs, all these handmade, wonderful guitars, and he did this production series that he's having produced in Korea. And from my experience, Korea is the premier import country in terms of guitar building. Have been for a while now. Japan obviously started the really high-end imports, but Korea has really stepped up and is making amazing things. So I think maybe as I plink around on this guitar a little bit, I'm going to show you around it some of the details and some of the workmanship, which is really, really amazing. Very well made, very, very nice. We're going to start with the rosette here, the sound hole rosette. Andrew White does some really nice things with these. We're so used to seeing some simple stripes or maybe some inlay of some abalone or something, which he does do that too. But almost all the guitars have something really cool for a rosette. This is a lot of inlaid wood with this really cool pattern around it in black, which reflects the color of the binding, which is really nice. That black and white there, and then the black and white in the binding. So this particular guitar is a solid Sitka spruce top. And then it has this curly maple back and sides, which are just beautiful, just gorgeous. The black binding against this curly maple is just stunning. I mean, the contrast is just beautiful. And, the binding is a good place to talk about the workmanship on these guitars. If you look at where the binding meets the wood, it's just razor sharp. I mean, it's just perfect. You don't see any little furry places in it like you would with a lot of other makers. And then this heel cap is just gorgeous. It looks like rosewood, like the fingerboard. Seems to match the fingerboard pretty well. But what I really appreciate about it is the fact that the grain is set at an angle. It's not just going across or going, front to back. It's actually at this 45-degree angle, and it makes it just that much nicer. It's just really pretty. The satin finish on the neck makes it really easy to play. The tuners are very, very good quality. I find this thing, I'll hang it on the wall. I've had it for probably 2 or 3 months, and I'll hang it on the wall for a while and take it down, and it's just in perfect tune every time. That shows the stability of the neck, it shows the stability of the wood, but it also shows that the tuners are very reliable, and that's really nice. Talking about the quality of the build, the fretwork on this guitar is amazing. Not only did it come perfectly set up and it was just ready to play instantly when I took it out of the box, but the fret ends are all so nicely rounded and polished, and the edge of the neck almost appears to have a binding of another piece of wood there that you don't see the tangs on the frets, and you don't. It gives me the feeling that they're not going to be sprouting like so many fret jobs will do, particularly coming to a place like where I am in Denver here, where it's dry. Like I said, this has been here a few months already, and it's just holding up really well, and I'm sure it will, looking at the workmanship on those frets. One thing that often makes me crazy about guitars, and I've had some really nice guitars I've thought about buying, but the logo of the guitar company is just hideous. And they put it on the headstock, that takes up half the headstock, and it's just ridiculous. This is a very tasteful, it's not an earth-shattering logo, but it is simple and clean. And in this case, it's really pretty because it's set in there with this pearl material, and it's just really beautiful. So they did a really nice job there. But I just can't address enough the build quality and just how perfect every edge, every corner is on this guitar. Looking at the bridge, this is Andrew White's own design for a bridge. And I think, I haven't read this anywhere, but I'm pretty sure I see what's going on here. It's a little lighter and thinner on the treble side, and then it's got a lot more mass on the bass side, down where the E1 string is. And I think, that makes sense. You've got this bass E that's so much stronger than the treble E, and I think this bridge serves to balance that out, because this does have a really nice balanced sound. From one end to the other. So take a look at these Andrew White guitars. They're really amazing. He has quite a variety of models as well. He's got 4 different sizes and body styles. And I'm really only addressing the production series here, not any of the higher end handmade things. And I say higher end, it's hard to imagine them being built any better than these are. The quality here is great. So take a look at them. Out of all the models they have, there's probably something there that you'd like. I got this. This is a Cybele 130 NAT, N-A-T, natural finish. And I got this for kind of playing around the house. Like, it's very comfortable on the couch. It's a smaller body, more of an OM-sized body, but it has a larger bout, as you can see here, which gives it a lot more volume and a lot more body than most guitars with this size and shape body would have. In fact, no other guitars have this shape, I think. But in terms of an OM size, I think this really gives you a lot better tonal range because of that larger bout. It's still comfortable to play, and it's still very easy just to pull it down off the wall and sit down and play for a few minutes. So take a look at them, and watch for my next review. Thanks.